Top of the lineup is back, baby.
Ayo. Ayo.
Episode number 44.
Hell yeah.
We got a nice little interview kicking for you.
Yeah.
Not too much news going around with this lockout. So we figured a great time to grow the game, talk to another baseball creator. We found Ivan on TikTok. Just kind of fell upon us, really. Just, we found his videos, he found our videos, and got to messaging. Big Dodgers fan, big TikToker out there. Yeah, so hope you enjoy this interview with him. Without further ado, here's Ivan.
What's up, folks? Welcome back to Top of the Lineup. This is Soto finally introing. Holy crap, Juan's not introing. But this is a special occasion, especially for our Grow the Game campaign. We have a special guest, Ivan Guzman. Other name for him is El Gallo Negro _99 on TikTok. So, Ivan, thanks for coming, man.
Fellas?
How are you doing?
Good, fellas. Great afternoon. Hopefully, you guys are doing well. And thank you guys for having me on your podcast, man.
Yeah, no,
thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for joining. Honestly, it's been a pleasure. I know you know, we just met through TikTok, which is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
But I love your stuff.
Just
if you guys have the opportunity, again, we'll put it in the link below. But your stuff is awesome. It's great to see. It's been Dodgers focused, so kind of want to just dive into that, man. So for you, you're a Dodgers fan. Obviously, you're wearing Dodgers gear.
Yeah.
When did that begin? When did you become a Dodgers fan? And what is it about the Dodgers that, gets you excited?
So I've been a Dodgers fan. I was born in 1993, so I guess day one, I was bleeding blue, and I was born and raised in East LA. And that's all you hear. We're all predominantly Mexican in East LA, and all you see, even Mexican people that are of age, they're older, they don't even know who the Dodgers are, but they're repping the Dodgers. And it's just a big thing because Dodger Stadium is so close to us, and it's a beautiful thing, man. I've always loved the Dodgers, but I guess I got into it maybe in high school. Kershaw was the biggest player we knew. Kershaw was the biggest thing, and he's the biggest one that's been holding it down. And I don't know. I think it's a big thing being Mexican and knowing who the Los Dodgers are. And then even my mom, she knows who the Dodgers are, and it's the craziest thing. But she knows who Kershaw is, which is wild. But yeah, even I don't know if you guys know this. There's the projects in Ramona Gardens, and they have the Dodgers came and made a little stadium for us, and it's called Little Dodgers, and it's a really nice stadium just for the kids there. And one of the kids, I don't know his name. He ended up growing out of the projects, and he made it to the Angels. He ended up playing for the Angels. I wish I would have looked up his name, but yeah, he ended up growing out of the projects, which was really hard for a lot of people, and he ended up playing for the Angels. And I think now he plays, if I'm not mistaken, for the Yankees. Oh, wow. He's a pitcher. Yeah.
I'll have to do some research on that, but that's pretty cool. Were you able to play on the field or no?
No, I was too old, but the field is still really nice. For being where it's at in East LA, it's still up to date because some of the people come and still maintain the grass and everything on the field.
Oh, that's pretty cool, dude. That's pretty cool. I wish honestly, I wish we had that over here. We're in the Bay Area. Yeah, we're in the Bay Area, man, and we don't like places like Oakland or San Francisco, like those are the big cities, right? Those places usually get all the nice fields. In our areas, and not so much. We can get like
clumps of dirt.
Yeah.
So who's your favorite player? You talk about Kershaw. Is that your guy?
He was when I was growing up, but no, right now I think it would have to be Julio Urias or Trey Turner. I know Trey Turner hasn't been with us for the longest, but yeah, that's who I'm repping on this jersey right now.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, Trey Turner has, I don't know, just something about him. He's been a big impact for the Dodgers like this last season. And Julio Urias, of course, I'm a back the dude because he's Mexican. My page is mainly, I know, predominantly all Mexican. I'm trying to back every Mexican player that I can, but Trey Turner as well. Like, he's just a really good player.
Yeah, no, love backing, Mexican players. you don't see too many, but when they come up and they show the world who they are, it's really cool. Like I think of Vinny Castilla back in the day, and Sergio Romo a few years ago, and he's still relevant now. But and then you see Verdugo, Urias. It's great. I love backing those guys. Doesn't matter what team they are. Even Sergio Romo. A little backstory on me. I fucking hate the Giants, and I'm sure you do too. Soto's a Giants fan, so I give him a hard time. But even seeing Sergio Romo succeed for the Giants it's still a really cool thing, because at the end of the day, it's someone from our heritage.
Yes. And who do you root for? One?
Myself, I'm an A's fan.
Nice.
Yeah, and he already said it, but I was brought up a Giants fan, so that's how I've always been. But the thing with me and Juan is that we were brought up of course, just playing baseball, right? And every team, like, you have a favorite player for every team, and like obviously you see I have wearing Angels, right? At the time for me, it was K-Rod. Like I loved K-Rod, on the Angels. But yeah, Giants fan through and through. But you'll see us, like, we normally wear different hats. We're hat advocates and stuff like that. You'll see us wear different hats. Pretty cool. But yeah,
man, I can't do that here. It just, even my wife snaps on me. My wife, last time I was looking at a New York hat, and she's like, "You're not a New York dude." I was like, "I know," but she's like, "The color was nice." She's like, "Yeah, the colorway's nice, but you shouldn't be wearing that here in LA." And I was like, "You know what? You're right."
Yeah, no, that's so true. I do get a lot of crap from family and stuff like that when I wear different hats. So just a backstory. So me and Juan, we do this thing. We have every year we'll have a random team to cheer for, right? We have this wheel of random teams. We can't be fans of teams that we like, have interest in. So like Angels, I can't be a fan of that, or Giants, because those are my teams. But this past year, which was this year, I had to be a Dodgers fan. So yes. So it's so crazy. I got the gear, right? Came in, and my parents just ripped me a new one. They're like, "Why in the hell do you have this in the house? You need to burn this." It was just this whole thing. I was like, come on, like, let's do it. We even went to the playoff game, and I wore Dodger gear. I went to Oracle Park, right? My home park, with Dodger gear. And it was great. It was great. Yeah, it was great. But I digress, man. Like I totally get it. It's just supporting, your Mexican players. I think of, Adrian Gonzalez. He's still playing ball, man. Like I love to do that. Was your boy, Juan. Like that was your guy.
One of my favorite players.
And when he went to the Dodgers, I feel like that was like the coolest thing. Like that was like, you kind of want, like, for me, I want a Mexican player to play for the Dodgers at least once. Like that's what you want to see. Because like when you think of Mexican culture, a lot of times is from Los Angeles, So just seeing that is definitely cool. Who would you say is like your all-time favorite player?
All-time favorite player? I would have to go back to Kershaw then. Yeah, I guess that was the biggest guy during our thing, because everyone knows who Kershaw is, and it would have to be Kershaw. I know a lot of people are gonna say Fernando Valenzuela, but that wasn't my era. That wasn't my, I don't know. It is my cup of tea because he's still Mexican, but a lot of people try to say that he tried to mask I don't know if you guys know the whole what happened, that they removed all the Mexicans out of Dodger Stadium, and there's something there that just doesn't sit right with me. But at the same time, he's a hell of a player. He really is. But people try to put the fault on him, like, "Oh, you try to cover it up by bringing Fernando Valenzuela," and I'm like, no, it's just he was at the right place at the right time.
Yeah, I agree 100%.
Yeah,
that's a good documentary if you ever have the time to watch that. ESPN 30 for 30. It's a really good documentary.
Well, there's a TikTok page. I don't know if they have hit you guys, but mainly me. But because I'm a Dodger page, they go on my page talking shit. They're like, "Oh, you're not a real Mexican. You're not a real. You're just a Dodger fan. You should bleed brown instead of blue because they took out all the Mexicans," which is pretty messed up. But at the same time, I'm always going to be a Dodger fan. Even funny thing, my daughter thinks I'm a Dodger player.
There you go. Hell yeah.
Like I only wear Dodger jerseys and my Dodger hat, and I buy her Dodger gear, and she sees all my baseball cards laying around the house. She's like, "Papa, when are you gonna take me to Dodger Stadium so I can see you play?" And I'm like, Mama, I don't play with them. She's like, okay, and she winks at me. She's a little 4-year-old. I think it's the cutest thing in the world.
Yeah,
yeah,
that is great. I love that.
Go with it, man.
Yeah,
sure. That's funny. But yeah, no, I definitely see that. Like there's a lot of divide with that situation, right? And it's kind of hard to go with one side, you know what I mean? And it's kind of hard, but yeah, totally see that. And yeah, Kershaw, hey, he's gonna be a Hall of Famer. Like that's a guarantee. And what a player to have, right? So
yeah,
for sure.
Let's just say he better not go anywhere else this offseason.
Yeah,
he better not go. I mean, watching Corey Seager walk was hard enough, and you can't lose Kershaw at this point.
And but all the things that I'm hearing is just that he is a Texas native, and all the and the money that would come and everything, it just would hurt. But at the same time, if he's got to go, he's got to go. And I get it. All the thing about his family, he's got 4 or 3 kids now, and I'm like, okay, I understand. At me as a father of 3, I understand, but it would hurt us a lot.
Definitely. So what do you think when the lockout ends? What do you think the Dodgers have to do? What is their move or moves?
We need pitchers, and they need to offer Trey Turner a big deal.
Nice.
Yeah. What else? We just need pitchers. I know that they were looking at, I think he's from the Cincinnati Reds, Luis Castillo, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
Yeah. I feel like he doesn't fit in with the Dodgers. And also, what's his name? They were offering money. Simeon? No, not Simeon. I forgot what pitcher it was, but I feel like they don't fit in, and it would just have to be Kershaw. I'm sad that Mad Max left. He was a really good pitcher. And fucked up part, Dodger Stadium right now, they're selling all his shit for 50% off.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I called the other day.
Yeah, we'll swoop up on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Corey Seager and Mad Max, all their stuff, they're 50% off in Dodger Stadium. But I guess I have to go. We all have to go cop some of that.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to get my Pujols jersey.
Yes.
I went, they didn't have my size, and I was so mad because I saw it hanging up. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so gonna buy this Albert Pujols shirt, and they didn't have my size. I was really mad.
Yeah, Theo Albert was so dope during the season, just seeing him hug all the players. I know a lot of people take it the wrong way getting hugged. I know a lot of people feel like personal space, but I love hugs, man. I'm a hugger, so the fact that he was on there hugging everyone, it was just fucking beautiful, man.
Yeah, no, love Albert Pujols, and I feel like I haven't loved Albert Pujols as much as I did when he was with the Dodgers. It was just such a great fit. He was something that they needed. And no, he's not the player he was, when he was with the Cardinals, but seeing him, bring what he brought to that clubhouse was just amazing.
It was perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice to see. And again, another Hall of Famer, right? So
yes,
Dodgers are fortunate. But so for you, you talk about pitchers, right? You talk about Trey Turner. If you had to pick one player, and this is like a hypothetical situation. If you had to pick one player to have on the Dodgers, who would you have? And it could be from any team, any player right now playing.
Any player right now?
Yeah.
I would love to see, this is so random, but Aaron Judge. It would never happen.
Hey, that's a good one, dude.
Yeah, Aaron Judge. I don't know why. It would just be really awesome to see him play in the Dodgers. It would be a flip, but that would be so dope.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the Dodgers are always outfield heavy, and why not have one of the biggest outfilders? Right? No, definitely. All right, cool, man.
It would be between him or Bryce Harper. Bryce Harper, I know a lot of people think he's overrated, but it's just something about him.
He's just I was telling Juan, he's like the most like overrated, underrated player. Like everyone thinks he's just, he's overrated because at age 16, right, he's doing all these great things. And believe it or not, like he still is. And people don't necessarily see that because they just hate him so much. So Bryce Harper for sure. I think that would be one of my guys. If I had to pick a player, it would be Bryce Harper.
Good one.
How about you, Juan? Who would you like to see if you could pull anyone for your team?
I mean, for my team, for the A's?
Yeah.
Anyone at this point, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, who are they not going to trade away? Let's start there.
Yeah.
If that's hard for the A's. I mean, of course, you want to get stingy, and I want to say Mike Trout or Shohei, someone like that. I would honestly say Mookie Betts. I think Mookie Betts would bring a lot of swag to Oakland. So I would love to see that.
Oh, yeah. That'd be a nice one.
How about for the Giants for you, Luis?
Yeah, for the Giants. Yeah, I honestly, I said Bryce Harper, like that's a great pick for, I think, for the Dodgers, just because like West Coast. Honestly, I would probably go Juan Soto.
Juan Soto?
Yeah.
Our son.
It's we say it's our son because his first name is Juan, right? My last name's Soto. So that's our baby, man. Like that's like we like from the get-go, we're like, oh, that's our guy, you know, even when before he even played in major leagues, we like knew his name. So that'd be the guy I'd want to choose. Just the flashiness, the power. And you know, the Giants need that. The Giants need another lefty power hitter that's just gonna be that flashy guy, you know. Barry Bonds, right? Giants. Juan Soto. That'd be my guy.
Damn. Okay. Perfect.
Yeah. So just kind of digging into your TikTok, man, because like I said, it's like just all the videos that you post. It's truly awesome, especially with the Dodgers, like with just the edits, everything. It's freaking awesome. You have you're opening your baseball cards too, and we'll get into that in a second too. But for you, what was like the motivation to create the TikTok?
So I started TikTok when the pandemic started, and I was making TikToks for families. So like I was building stuff like for my daughter. I was building stuff for her, and then I blew up like quick in a day. I blew up, and then from one day to another, I just got annoyed with TikTok because I just got annoyed. So I deleted that account. And then my wife was telling me, how come you don't post your baseball cards last time? And I was like, I don't like having social media. And she's like, just post something. I was like, okay. So I started posting me opening baseball cards in different locations when we were going to the zoo, Knott's Berry Farm, anywhere that was big. We went to a Los Angeles Azules concert. We opened up baseball cards there, and I'm glad my wife backs me and everything. She's like, bring a pack and open it here. And I was like, are you sure we're during family time? She's like, I don't care. So then I started blowing up on TikTok because I was opening baseball cards anywhere we went. And then I noticed that a lot of people were doing edits for their teams. And I was like, I want to do edits for my team. So I started doing mainly Dodgers, but then I noticed that a lot of people were doing Dodger posts, TikToks. Then I realized that there's a lot of Mexican people on TikTok. So let me do Julio Arias. And then I did the one where he was talking in Spanish saying we already had beat the Giants. And we're gonna go beat Atlanta, allegedly. But we didn't beat Atlanta. But yeah, that video blew up. And then I don't know where I was at 40 followers. And the next day I woke up and I was at 1,000 followers just because everyone was like, yeah, let's go, Julio Diaz, best Mexican player. People thought, in the comment section, thought that I interviewed him I don't know if it was at Oracle Park or Dodger Stadium when we beat the Giants. But they're like, how did you get that video of him? How did he answer that question for you? And I was like, I didn't want to reply to the people, but I just grabbed the video, posted it on my TikTok, and then edited really nice and posted it on there. But a lot of people still think to this day that most of the videos I post on there when they're being interviewed, that they think it's me. I don't know how to tell them that it's not me, but I'm just here to put the information out for everyone to know what the player's doing or how they're doing or what they're going to do next. But I'm here to back up any Mexican. Alex Verdugo, the player Luis Urias, he plays for the Brewers, for the Brew Crew, and then Julio Urias for the Dodgers.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. And yeah, we don't have to say anything about that, right? You continue that, you know, in terms of if they think it's you interviewing, but that's awesome, man. I mean, growing, like just like waking up, right? Waking up and you see 1,000 followers, like that's pretty awesome, man. And just keep up the page, bro. Like it's fun to see, fun to watch, especially just us being podcast hosts, right? Being Hispanic, like it's nice to see because you don't see that a lot, you know. It's especially with baseball players. So glad you're doing that. So
thank you, brother.
When we talk about the cards, right? Like I mean, what kind of like got you to open up baseball cards, like just anywhere you went? Like what was the motivator there?
I didn't see anyone opening baseball cards. I saw everyone doing it on a table and just doing it like basic. And I was like, you know what? Let me do a series where I do it all over Los Angeles in different places where people know. And it's just been fun. Like the one I did on the bridge that you can see downtown. It's the LA River. It's close to where I don't know if you guys ever seen the movie Blood In, Blood Out.
Oh yeah.
Vatos Locos. Yeah, it's right close to the so it's close to that. And then the one at the on the ride, my wife was like, "Here, I brought you a pack." I was like, "Oh, I can open it." And she was the one. My sister-in-law started recording me. She's like, "We're gonna get on the ride, open up the pack of baseball cards, and have fun." And I was having fun. Another one, where is it? At the zoo, I got an autograph in front of the elephant. I opened up a pack of baseball cards, and it was I think it's Trevor something. He's the runner-up for I forgot. He plays for the Miami Marlins, and he's the pitcher. He was the second.
Oh, Trevor Rogers.
There you go. Yeah, I got his autograph. Wow,
oh, that's a good one.
50, I think. Yeah, it was a really nice card. It's not on card autograph, but it is the sticker one. But it's still nice. I looked it up. It's a pretty penny. Yeah.
Favorite card in your collection?
My favorite card in my it has to be my Gavin Lux. It's a PSA graded 9, I think, and I think that's my favorite card.
Nice.
Oh, wow. Yeah. I know Gavin
I gotta
Lux,
get into.
Yeah.
No, go ahead.
I think Gavin Lux, he didn't do that well, but I think he could get better. Hopefully the Dodgers don't trade him, but it looks like they might trade him at the end of the lockout just to get money on him. But hopefully he stays with the Dodgers.
Yeah, the A's have a couple pitchers that we wouldn't mind trading for Gavin Lux. I would not mind trading for Gavin Lux.
Yeah.
I really got to get into PSA graded cards. I've collected cards my whole life, but I have yet to grade my own card or buy a card that's graded. So that's something I definitely need to do. Definitely need to get into.
I haven't sent any to get graded, but I do buy graded cards, which my wife doesn't like because she's like, "How are you buying a piece of cardboard that's $20 inside a piece of plastic inside a little plastic bag?" And I'm like, it's a hobby. And she's like, "I don't understand this hobby. Like, you're like a Disney adult." She's like, "You're kind of embarrassing sometimes." But to all the people out there that do collect baseball cards and they're like younger or grown men, I don't think you should be embarrassed. It's a hobby and we like it. And women have their hobbies, we have our hobbies, and stick to what you know.
Hell yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. I have my collection around here somewhere, but like, yeah, I've been collecting since I was a kid. Same with Juan, since we were kids.
Oh, nice.
Just collecting baseball cards, but I've never try to get any of them graded or anything like that. I haven't got like really nice pools or anything like that. It's just like, your copies, your generics, right? It's nothing crazy, but that's pretty cool, dude. Yeah, I saw the video when you're on the roller coaster, and I think that was probably my favorite one. I've seen the one where you're in front of the Julio Urias mural. That one's pretty cool. Where is that exactly?
So I live here in Lincoln Heights next to Chinatown. It's one day I was driving to I don't know if have you guys ever been to LA?
Oh yeah.
A lot. Okay, so it's in Highland Park.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's in Highland Park. One day we were just driving by and my wife's like, "I think that's Julio Urias." And I was like, "No, that's not him." And I look over to the left and you see this big old mural with Kobe and Julio. And I was like, "I need to come back in an hour and do a video." And she's like, "No, it's already almost going to be night." I went back with my daughter and you could see her in the video, me and her doing the video. My wife called me. She's like, "You're a bastard. You know that, right? We were all supposed to go as a family." And I'm like, "Well, you told me not to come back today." But I passed by a couple of times and it still has not been tagged up by other people. But yeah, it's still in mint condition there. And it's really, really nice. It's one of the best Julio Urias mirrors that I've seen in a while. Oh, sorry about that, guys. I don't know.
No worries. No worries. Sometimes we have our barking dogs in the background,
and gardeners, you name it. We got it all.
It's all good. Our fans appreciate it, the authenticity. And speaking of authenticity, with your TikToks, we were talking about it offline, but the comments, you mentioned that some people will comment, right? Sometimes it's positive, sometimes it's negative, and I think we're on the same page. Like, interaction is interaction, right? And in terms of our communities, that's what we need. That's why we do this podcast, right? So for you, like, what's your strategy behind that?
I like the drama, so if I can post anything that that can bring me the drama or the comments or the likes or the hate, I'm here for it. Like they said, I forget the quote. Any publicity is good publicity, I guess. So like, so when people see something they don't like or the Dodgers, they're gonna comment on it, and it still brings more people into it. Or they're gonna send it to someone, another hater, and they're like, "Oh, let's go talk smack on the page." It brings more people, and I like it. I like the drama.
Yeah, and you know what's crazy? I think besides the Astros, I feel like the Dodgers were like runner-up to most hated teams, like out of everyone, which is crazy, right? And yeah, you know, they play for they pay for their rings. So does everyone else. And it's clear as day that other teams are trying, they're just not good at it, you know? So I was just curious, man, because like for us, right, we're growing as well. And yeah, we try to respond to as many people as we can. And those negative comments, it's like, how do we approach this? But like, I like your approach. It's like, fuck it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to respond to you. If you don't like it, then whatever. And they're more than likely, they're going to come back and do the same thing because they like it. You know what I mean? Which is crazy. So
I like responding to them with videos, even if it's a Canelo video or McGregor video, just calling them rats or just calling them anything bad, because I'm here for it. It's not like they're going to come and find me. I'd rather give them the drama that they gave me.
The drama that they need. Yeah. Like the Canelo video, like, get the fuck out of here. You know, like something like oh my God.
Love that.
Do you guys call it a Mickey Mouse ring, the 2020 ring, or no?
People say that, huh?
Yeah. Do you guys personally say, hey, you know what, the Dodgers want a Mickey Mouse ring, or no?
That's something.
You want to go first, or you want me to go first?
That's something we talked about, but you can go first, one, because I think we're in an agreement at this point.
Yeah, so we've talked about this before, and look, the season was shorter, and I think we really witnessed this past year what a long season could do. Like, you look at the Padres in 2020, well, they're a playoff team. You see the Padres in 2021, they're pretty much the same exact team, if not better, and they are a sub 500 team, right? So I think the season itself, it was definitely different, but the playoffs were not. Oh, well, and I shouldn't say that they weren't different. They were different, but it was still the same atmosphere. It was still the same game. At the end of the year, they're still playing baseball. To us, it's not a Mickey Mouse ring. I think it was harder to win in 2020 than it was in any other year, because it was just so much different. You know, they had to get tested in the morning. You know, baseball players are routine people. And now we're adding something new to the routine by getting tested, and you can't have families, and you have to stay at this one hotel. And, you know, it was just left and right. They were getting screwed. So for me, no, definitely not a Mickey Mouse ring. I hate when people say that that ring was won fair and square. They won the World Series in 2020. In my opinion, there's no asterisk next to it.
Yeah, I agree, man. Like, that's it. It took me a while, like, just philosophically to put that together, just because it was a shorter season. But now that I see it from actually a Dodger fan perspective, right, since I was a Dodger fan this year, you look at it, and I took out that bias of just, like, you know, not liking the Dodgers, even though I do like the Dodgers, regardless if I'm a Giants fan. But I took out the bias, and I realized, like, dude, it's baseball. You saw. I mean, the Braves fucking won this year, right? Crazy to think. It's the same thing with the Dodgers. Like, any other team could have won. That's the reality of it. And everyone faced the same hardships. The Marlins, I mean, I felt like every week they had someone who had COVID in 2020. Same with the Cardinals. They were getting exposed to COVID every week. And yet they still had the opportunity to play in the playoffs, right? And they were game changers to an extent, right? So, yeah, for me, I'm 100% like, this is not a Mickey Mouse ring. This is a 100% well-earned ring, because everyone had to go through the same hardships, and they just did it better.
Thank you, guys.
And we're not saying this just because you're a Dodgers fan or anything like that, and you're our guest. It's just us being like baseball fans versus like biased, you know, specific, you know, like for me, if I'm a Giants fan, I can tell you right now, all my Giants friends, they would tell me to shut the hell up. Like, that's not true, right? They hate, but it's like, hey, I'm a baseball fan first, before any other team. Like that's the reality, you know? So
you're really good at that. I can't be like that sometimes.
it's all good. It's all good.
No, the fact that both of you guys can not back a lot of teams, but you guys are baseball first. I'm trying to do that too, but sometimes it's just so hard because there's so many teams that Dodgers hate.
Yeah.
And us as Dodger fans hate, especially the Astros. It's just really hard sometimes. But I'm trying to work on it.
Yeah, no, it takes time. It took me some time, right? Especially with my family and stuff like that. But honestly, we need fans that are like somewhat biased, right? Like that's what makes the game exciting. If we were all agreeing, then it wouldn't be exciting. We wouldn't have this podcast, right? Because we do disagree. So we do need that, you know, in this game. But actually, that leads to another question. If Carlos Correa were to sign with the Dodgers, how would you feel?
I wouldn't like it at all. I know he's younger. I think he's younger than Trey Turner, and he's a really good shortstop. But I looked at his stats, and Trey Turner has way better stats, as in like his percentage. The best percentage is, his best average that Carlos Correa had was in 2017, but when they were cheating, and he had a 3-point something. And the rest of the years were all 2-point something. And then Trey Turner, I know we just got him, and he hasn't been a Dodger forever, but he's always met the mark. And I'd rather keep Trey Turner. If the Dodgers end up releasing him and get Carlos Correa, that would be pretty dumb.
That's good. We were curious, like just from a Dodgers perspective, like how would you feel, right? A person that, you know, has been accused of cheating, right? Yeah. And the Dodgers freaking hate, they hate the Astros. Like there is no doubt about that. And if he were to come over, like it'd be pretty interesting how everyone would react, you know?
Not just that, but that interview that he had, he's like, come with the facts, and he cussed in the video. That video pisses me off. Like, and it pisses me off. And there's another video of Kike Hernandez. I know he plays for the Boston Red Sox now, but he said he was upset. He was talking about how he's really upset that we didn't get the ring, but the cheaters did or something. And that video just breaks my freaking heart because we played to the end and we got cheated.
Yeah, it's different perspectives, man. It's pretty crazy. So yeah. And I know you had a couple topics that you had in mind. The first one, I didn't even think of this, and this is something we've actually never talked about, but Tommy John, you know, everyone knows Tommy John, right, as a surgery, but a lot of people don't necessarily know who Tommy John is. He was actually a pitcher, you know, and just to let everyone know that he was actually a pitcher that played baseball. Your question was, why isn't he in the Hall of Fame, right? Or, you know, should he be in the Hall of Fame? And for me and Juan were briefly touching on this, preparing for this chat, but I think he should be. And Juan, you had a good perspective, so I'll let you kind of give that perspective to everyone.
Yeah, so I think at the end of the day, what we have to remember is the Hall of Fame is a museum. When you look at it, what is the Hall of Fame? You know, I think we just kind of think of it as a higher power, but it's a museum where we talk about the good, we talk about the bad, we talk about the ugly. He was a great player. But what he did, and it's not that he did it, right? He's not the doctors that invented the surgery, but he was the test rat. He's the test rat that helped grow this game. I mean, think about it. If we don't have this surgery, pitchers ain't playing. They're pitching for 5 years and their career's over. I mean, nowadays, high school pitchers are getting Tommy John. Like, there's just no pitchers without Tommy John. He's definitely a Hall of Famer. I think just by, 16 years that he had?
26.
How long was he? 26. 20. I'm off by 10 years.
Oh my God.
He retired when he was 46 years old. Like that's pretty crazy. I believe when he got injured was 1975. So he had 2 careers practically. You know what I mean? Because of what happened. And it's pretty crazy.
I'm guessing him and the doctor should get in the Hall of Fame then.
Like... Right? Yeah, the doctor. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, for reals.
Yeah. It's pretty
but
crazy.
Not just that, just the pitchers, but I think I heard that Corey Seager and other players also have gotten the Tommy John because they wanted to improve on their arm and they didn't want to get hurt. But let's say sorry.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, so the fact that Corey Seager and other players have gotten like the surgery, they do need it because they're throwing hard balls too. They're throwing it to first base, him as a shortstop, and like it blows my mind that even not just pitchers, but even players have to get it. Like, and you're saying that people in high school pitchers are getting Tommy John. That it blows my mind, man.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy to think. It's just the game of baseball has changed, and Tommy John surgery has become almost a norm within the baseball community, which is unfortunate, right? You never want to get Tommy John. You never want to get surgery at all, right? Like it just tells you that something gave and it shouldn't be giving, so Tommy John has become more frequent now than it has ever. And I mean that's where we're at in the game of baseball right now, which is crazy. But he's the pioneer. Like, obviously he didn't choose to do that, but he is. And when I think of a pioneer, someone who really changed or paved the way for the way how the game of baseball is played, like so I think he should be. He probably will at one point. It's going to take time. That's just how the Hall of Fame is. I don't know. We never know what is going on with
joke the Hall of Fame is.
Speaking of that, I mean, since we're on that subject, you talked about it, you touched on it too. Barry Bonds, right? This is something that you wanted to talk about. What are your thoughts on Barry Bonds?
He's an outstanding player. It's just crazy the fact that if I'm not mistaken, he did steroids, right?
He was linked to it, but never got I want to
read between the lines. He took steroids, but he never pissed in a cup and came back. Okay. Yes, I took steroids. But there were lawsuits and paperwork and things, receipts that were found that were linked to him. So he's never. Go ahead.
No, sorry. It blows my mind that he didn't get caught up, and they didn't know that it was exactly him. But yeah, I think he should be in the Hall of Fame, but I don't know. I think they're just holding it against him, and just like you said, the Hall of Fame it's just weird. They throw you in, they don't throw you in, and I would love to see Barry Bonds in the Hall of Fame, even though he was a Giants. He deserves it, man. He deserves to be in there.
Look, I mean, he took steroids at a time where it was allowed. Steroids saved baseball. It's the truth of it. When you look at the strike back in the 90s, who saved baseball? Sammy Sosa and Mark McGwire. What were they doing? They were roided out, going on a home run record chase. And Bud Selig, the commissioner at the time, allowed it. He didn't test for it. He didn't say no, and it brought publicity. It kind of put that strike in the rearview mirror. And now all of a sudden, when the government got involved, that's when it was like, oh shit, like we probably shouldn't have these players taking steroids anymore. And really it's Major League Baseball's fault for allowing it for so long. If they wanted change, they should have changed it quicker. And going back to the museum point, you walk into your normal history museum, you're going to see stuff on war. Well, war is about death and, a bunch of other really just gruesome things. And yet we still see it. We still study it. We don't take it out of a history book. Why are we going to take Barry Bonds out of our history book? Why are we going to take Roger Clemens out of our history book? I'm not saying it's okay now, but at the time it was okay. And it's just your learning lesson. Like, hey, this happened. We're not saying it's okay now, but at one point it was. And I think definitely a Hall of Famer. 100%.
Yeah, it's he needs to. And it just sucks that he may be, out of all the players associated that are in their last year of eligibility, he may be the only one. I think Roger Clemens should be in it, Sammy Sosa, right? I think they should totally do, but I just don't think that's going to be the case just based off of what we've seen. And it's just crazy that they were associated, right? Never really, like, it wasn't 100%, hey, they took steroids. It's an assumption they're associating it with it, even though we all kind of have a good
strong
idea.
assumption.
I just think back, just a little history lesson. Back in 1919, the Chicago White Sox threw the World Series, and all of those players got banned except one player, Eddie Collins, and he's in the Hall of Fame. So out of all these players, right, that were banned, he was the only one that for some reason they didn't find guilty for throwing baseball games. But the fact that he was associated, right, with throwing the games, shouldn't he not be in the Hall of Fame? That's where my head's at. But he is. And it's the same thing with Barry Bonds. He's associated with it. Sammy Sosa is associated with it. Well, if they're associated with it, but there's not clear-cut evidence, then they should. So, yeah, 100% Barry Bonds should be in there. I hope it happens. If not, I mean, we'll see. One day. Yeah. But dude, yeah, thank you for bringing up those two topics, because like those, I mean, for us, we're very passionate about Barry Bonds and Hall of Fame in itself.
100%.
Yeah, and then just the Tommy John thing too. Like, for us, it's all about growing the game, and we're seeing the game grow, but there's certain aspects of the game of baseball that is going in the wrong direction that we see. Baseball players, pitchers specifically, are getting injured more and more frequently, which is quite unfortunate. But the Tommy John topic that you brought up, like, it's so current, and it should always stay current, right? So thank you again. I know you had some baseball cards you wanted to open up, man. If do you have anything else you want to cover? Because I'd be happy to chat.
No. You guys covered everything. You guys, it was really dope being on my first podcast. Hopefully it's not my last. And
heck yeah.
I hope you guys were the best, man. Sorry, I didn't. This is my first time, so my brain is like fried.
Oh no, it's all good, dude. Honestly, happy to have you on again. Like we said, we do every year. We have this random team, right, that we'll choose and be a fan of. Still working through it, but it'd be cool to have like a live stream, and you could just be on it. Obviously, right? You won't. I don't think you'd want to be a Giants fan, but you could just be on, and we could just talk, and have fun with it, So yeah, happy to have you again. But these baseball cards, I'm excited. I'm hoping that you're gonna find something solid. But what we got here? What do we got going?
So we got a Panini Prism. I've never opened Panini on my own. I usually do tops. I'm a tops guy, but let's see what we have inside.
Yeah, if you could show it, like, bring it to like the camera too, so like not all of it, obviously. But...
Okay. So this is the Panini Prism, and this is the bonus pack. We'll open that one for the end.
Okay. Let's see. I feel like we should add like theme music at this part.
Do you guys open Panini or just tops?
I'm mostly a tops guy.
Yeah, tops, and it's what we got there. That's
Goldie.
I think that is.
We got Paul Goldschmidt.
Yep. Okay. Dude, those are nice cards.
Justin Turner from.
Hell yeah!
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Eloy Jimenez. There we go.
Oh yep.
It just. Oh, Albert Pujols. There you go.
Oh yeah,
Theo.
I don't know if you guys know this, but Panini is not licensed, so it's unlicensed. That's why all the players they're not showing like what team they're for. Like Joey Bart right now.
Yeah,
you can see it's a rookie card, but at the same time, I don't like the fact that they're not licensed. But at the same time, Topps already lost their licensing. I think they're giving it up to Fanatics.
Which is crazy.
Yeah, Alex Rodriguez.
A-Rod.
Oh yeah.
Okay, we got Joey Gallo from the Texas Rangers.
I played against that guy. Fun fact.
No mames.
Oh, sorry.
No mames.
I played against him in high school, dude. A tournament. I played travel ball, and we went to Las Vegas, right? And his team was the team we played, and he was a fucking beast, dude. The first time ever in my life I've seen someone home run dead center and just pimp it like a pro player. And that, right, like I knew like that guy was gonna be somebody, and he is fucking somebody, which is crazy.
Oh,
yeah.
Jacob DeGrom.
Yep, got it.
He's gonna be with Mad Max.
Yep.
I don't want to mess up his name, but he plays for the Padres. Ha-Seong Kim.
Oh, yep. Ha-Seong Kim.
Oh, another chingon, Cody Bellinger.
Hell yeah.
Nice little pack here.
Alex Kirilloff. This is a nice rookie card. And then we got Yiddy Cape. I don't know who that is.
I don't know who that one is.
Don't know either.
Yeah,
dude,
Yiddy
those are nice ass cards. It just sucks that they don't have licensing, because I like the holographic look. Like I love, you know, baseball cards that have that. It just sucks that they don't have licensing. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it just sucks, but you know what? I'm glad Topps has it.
Yeah, no, Topps is pretty good.
Okay, so now we got a Paul Goldschmidt Fearless.
Oh, that's nice. Sick. That was pretty cool.
Jeff McNeil. Yu Darvish.
Can't go wrong.
Yeah. Garrett Crochet.
I mean,
yeah, you can.
Game 7.
Yeah, right. I know. Yeah, you're right.
Chris Bryant.
Nice.
Oh, love me some Chris Bryant.
Andy Young.
Sweet.
There you go.
Yeah, I don't know. Something about these cards just don't sit right. Like, I'm looking at my Topps cards over there that I opened up yesterday. They just look so perfect. But something about these, I guess it is the whole chrome look that makes them look nice. But
yeah, you got to do something if you don't have a freaking logo on it, right? You got to make it somewhat pretty,
flashy.
Yeah,
their autographs are cheaper, which is nice.
Oh, really?
Yes, their autographs are cheaper. Like, it's just wild. I know a lot of people try to raise up the price on them for the baseball cards, but a lot of people, there's nothing to back on Prism, on Panini. Like, it's all in Topps. Like, I would pay top money for an autograph on a Topps card, not on a Panini card. You're not gonna see. It's not gonna say the Cubs. It's not gonna say the Dodgers. It's not. I don't think it's worth it in my eyes.
For me, as a player fan first, I love it because, like I said, I can swoop on an autograph for a lot cheaper. I mean, of course, I'd rather have a Topps autograph, but like my Sammy Sosa certified autograph is on a Panini card, and I was able to afford it because it was, cheaper.
Yeah. You know what? You guys see life differently than me. I'm just like hot on. Yeah.
I'm gonna bust my Sosa card out,
dude. Yeah, I mean, shit. I have
just my excuse to bring it out. Oh, it's actually Leaf, but
Leaf.
Of course, it's not gonna focus because of my backdrop.
You gotta take off your background real quick, dude. Take it off. I have you heard of Project 70?
Yeah.
With Topps, I bought a couple of those. I'm trying to pull it out right now.
Let's see. I don't know.
Do you guys have kids or no?
No, we got kids. Dogs. Got dogs. He got a cat.
The reflection is horrible, but
oh shit, my shit's
yeah, Sammy, so nice, man.
I'm gonna take off mine too. I'm gonna take off my background just because I want to show you a couple things. So with the Project 70, right? I got a couple, but I got a Mookie Betts right here.
Oh, that one's nice.
Yep. And then another Mookie Betts. This one was made by Snoop Dogg. He created this one. He created this one.
Snap.
Yeah, it's one.
Are
one
you
of my
a big
favorites.
Mookie Betts fan?
Me? I've honestly I've learned to love him, honestly, just because he's not a shit talker, dude. He just plays the game. He has fun with it. He pops the chain. He's flashy, and that's what I enjoy. Got a little Aaron Judge too, your boy. Dude, and these aren't baseball cards, but artwork. You like Julio Urias, but oh man, I don't have them right now. These are not baseball.
Do you make
cards.
These?
No, so my there's this guy, what's his name? He's on Instagram. The Art of Jov or Jove. He makes just art overall, but look at this is Joe Kelly. Look, fucking Kershaw, right? Mookie Betts, of course.
Dude, I'm starting to think you're a low-key big Dodgers fan, and you're just hiding it.
Oh, he is.
He is. Tommy Lasorda, bro. He has like a little halo, and then this is your favorite one. This is your favorite one right here.
Dude, that one. Speaking about that, I have his
Julio Urias, man, with the cape, bro. The Mexico
awesome.
flight. Oh, that's sick. Hell yeah.
So when I want to go see him, see this one. It was crazy. I don't know if you guys are into Mexican music. Los Dos Carnales were there.
I'll be honest with you. I listen to some Mexican music, but not.
I don't listen to anything.
Yeah, when it was his bobblehead night, I know that Walker Buehler pitched. It was such a horrible game. We barely won 3-1. We played against the Padres, but it was such a dope night, and the bobblehead was the best. I didn't want to take it out of the plastic, out of the thing, but my wife's like, "Open it up, man, enjoy it." And I was like, "You know what? It's enjoyable, man. It's really, really nice."
That's pretty sick, dude. That bobblehead, I'm gonna have to. Dude, you could freaking resell that for like $30. That's how
No,
the game is.
Probably more than that.
I know, yeah.
They're reselling for 100.
Oh my
Yeah,
god!
see?
See? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And the Dodgers replica ring as well, it's selling for 120. And if you buy the combo off someone, they're trying to give it to you for I think 220 or something.
Right. That's where I'm gonna start going to those types of games, bro, and start reselling shit. Oh my gosh. Yeah. But Yvonne, man, thank you so much for being on here. Appreciate it. It's been a true pleasure. Like, just again having these conversations. That's why we do this, right? Just to have a conversation. But it's been awesome. Juan, you got anything?
No, man. I appreciate you coming on. A little show and tell.
Yeah,
at the end, which is awesome.
Yeah,
watch the YouTube video.
I got geeked out, bro. I'm like, oh my god, that's our thing,
show and tell.
But yeah, TikTok, El Gallo Negro _99. That's him. Look him up on TikTok. Awesome content. Yeah, dude. We're probably gonna post like a little video of this right here too. So
thank you guys.
Again, thank you so much, man. You got anything else?
Just shout out to you guys for having me on your podcast. This is my first podcast. I know I was nervous. I didn't bring
no worries, bro.
all the everything.
I fucked up in the beginning.
You're good. We always fuck up.
Yeah.
If you guys ever invite me again, next time I'll bring notes and everything. So this was a good learning experience. And thank you guys so much, man.
Yeah, of course.
Of course, bro.
All right, brother.
All right, man.
Safe?
I'll see you. Have a good night, man.
Have a good night, guys. Take care.